One day, someone you love will wake up and decide you are no longer important. No warning, no explanation, just distance. The messages get shorter. The energy changes. The warmth disappears. And suddenly the person who once said, "I can't live without you," starts living perfectly fine without you. That moment breaks many people, not because they lost someone, but because they built their identity around someone who was never truly theirs. And this is the painful truth most people refuse to accept. Attachment is the silent architect of suffering. The Stoics understood this thousands of years ago. They loved deeply, but they never chained their peace to another human being, because they knew something most people learn too late. The tighter you hold people, the faster they disappear. The illusion of control. Most people enter relationships believing one dangerous lie. If I love them enough, they will stay. So they invest everything. Their time, their attention, their emotional stability, even their sense of self. They stop being individuals and slowly become emotional dependents. Their happiness begins to depend on a text message, a phone call, a smile, a reply, and without realizing it, they hand over the most valuable thing they possess: control over their inner peace. The Stoics warned against this, not because they were cold, but because they understood human nature. People change, desires shift, feelings evolve. No amount of love can guarantee permanence. Yet most people behave as if love is a contract. It isn't. Love is a temporary alignment of two independent lives. And the moment you forget that, suffering begins. Why people become emotionally trapped. Here is a psychological truth few talk about. People don't fear losing others. They fear losing how those people made them feel. The attention, the validation, the sense of importance. When someone leaves, what hurts most isn't always the person. It is the sudden disappearance of the version of yourself you were when they loved you. You felt chosen, valued, special. And when that disappears, your mind begins asking cruel questions. Was I not enough? Did I do something wrong? Why wasn't I worth staying for? But Stoic philosophy forces you to confront a harder truth. Not everything that ends is a reflection of your value. Sometimes people leave because they are immature, they are confused, they are chasing novelty, they are escaping responsibility, and sometimes they simply changed. The dangerous habit of chasing. When someone begins pulling away, most people panic. They chase. They send longer messages. They try harder. They give more. They become desperate to restore the past. But chasing rarely brings someone back. Instead, it does something worse. It destroys your dignity. And dignity is the quiet power that makes people respect you. Stoicism teaches a brutal but liberating rule. Never beg for what should be given freely. If someone values you, they show it. Not through promises, through consistent action. Marcus Aurelius and the power of inner stability. The Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote something that still applies today. He said, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it." In other words, the suffering isn't always caused by what happened. It's caused by the meaning you attach to it. Someone leaving doesn't destroy you. Your belief that you needed them to be whole does. This is why Stoics trained themselves to develop something rare in modern relationships: emotional independence. The Stoic way to love. Stoicism does not teach you to avoid love. It teaches you how to love without losing yourself. A Stoic loves fully, but they never forget three truths. First, every person you meet is temporary. Second, no relationship belongs to you forever. Third, your peace must always remain under your control. This creates a different kind of love. A love without desperation. A love without possession. A love that says, "I appreciate you while you are here, but I will still be whole if you leave." Ironically, this type of emotional strength often makes relationships stronger, because people are naturally drawn to those who are complete on their own. the moment you must walk away. One of the hardest lessons in life is knowing when to stop fighting for someone. Many people stay in situations where they are ignored, disrespected, emotionally drained. Why? Because they remember the past. But Stoicism teaches you to judge relationships based on present behavior, not old memories. The person you loved last year might not exist anymore. People evolve, and sometimes the person they evolve into no longer aligns with you. Walking away doesn't always mean you stop caring. Sometimes it means you finally started respecting yourself. Detachment is not coldness. Many people misunderstand detachment. They think it means becoming emotionless. But Stoic detachment isn't emotional numbness. It's emotional discipline. It means you feel love, but you are not enslaved by it. You feel pain, but it does not control your actions. You feel loss, but it does not destroy your identity. Detachment gives you something most people lack. Freedom. Freedom from anxiety. Freedom from desperation. Freedom from emotional chaos. Why people respect the detached person. There is a psychological phenomenon you may have noticed. The more someone appears desperate for attention, the less others value them. But the person who is calm, composed, and emotionally self-sufficient often attracts admiration. Why? Because detachment signals strength. It shows that your happiness does not depend on external approval. And humans naturally respect those who appear complete without needing validation. The hardest truth about love. Here is the truth many people avoid. Not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay. Some people are teachers disguised as lovers. They show you your insecurities, your emotional patterns, your attachment wounds, and when their lesson is finished, they leave. If you look back honestly, you may realize something. The relationship that hurt you most also forced you to grow the most. It forced you to become stronger, more aware, more independent. In a strange way, your pain became your teacher. The Stoic final rule. At the end of the day, Stoicism asks you one powerful question. What actually belongs to you? Not your partner, not their feelings, not their loyalty. The only things truly yours are your thoughts, your actions, your character. Everything else is temporary. When you understand this deeply, relationships stop being sources of anxiety. They become experiences, beautiful while they last, but never necessary for your survival. One day you will realize something strange. The moment you stopped chasing, the moment you stopped begging, the moment you stopped needing someone to stay, was the moment you became unbreakable. Because the strongest person in the room is not the one who holds on the tightest. It is the one who can look at someone they love and still say calmly, I value you, but my peace does not depend on you. That is the Stoic secret. And once you understand it, no relationship will ever have the power to destroy you again.